In this short article, we would like to highlight some of the most important issues that you should pay attention to when preparing for the crisis. This is a general discussion of these issues, which, however, allows you to pay attention to very important issues when it comes to preparing for a possible upcoming economic collapse. Acquiring the right skills to prepare for the crisis may take some time, although we hope that this article will shorten at least some time to gain theoretical knowledge that precedes practice. Negotiating and bartering skills. At the time of economic collapse, a large part of economic turnover can turn into a barter exchange of goods. This is usually caused by hyperinflation, when paper money loses significantly. Due to mass unemployment, many people may lose money to pay for their basic life needs. The shortage of some goods on the market may cause that some inconspicuous products may acquire a completely different value than in times of prosperity. One of the skills that can be extremely important in the case of barter is the ability to negotiate. In the art of negotiation, it is extremely important to be assertive, self-confident and also empathic, as well as the acquire ability to exclude emotions for the sake of calculation. It is also worth remembering that it is worth to have an approach that we have something valuable to offer to the other person. We must remember that during the barter exchange we should not indicate that we are in need, because this weakens our negotiating position. On the other hand, you should also remember about the moral approach to exchanging goods and not use your advantage in a dishonest way. Fair exchange will always pay off in the end. Focusing on short-term profit instead of long-term benefits is never a good strategy. Specific skills. One of the most important things we should consider is the acquisition of specific skills that can be extremely needed during a crisis. We can easily exchange our skills for goods we need to survive. Such skills include welding, mechanical repairs, sewing, hairdressing, learning self-defense, electrician, electronics, cooking. Securing your money. The ideal situation is that, when preparing for the crisis, we have the amount of money needed to cover basic life needs for about 3 months, preferably 6 or even 12 months, and eliminate any debts that unfortunately have to be paid during economic collapse. If you keep cash in a bank, it is good to keep it on accounts in several different banks to spread the possible risk of losing funds on some account. And if you keep money at home, find a suitable, hard-to-find place for it and secure your home by equipping the front door with appropriate quality doors, locks, alarms, anti-burglary systems, etc. In the context of securing your assets, we must remember that there is a risk of hyperinflation, especially if you live in a country with weak economy, which is a drastic decline in the value of money. In this case, it is worth considering what other resource, for example, a different, stronger currency, we can place the value of our property so as to be able to protect ourselves against such a situation. Water. Preparing for the lack of water supply is extremely important. We should consider that water is an essential resource for survival. So if we have access to clean water, in case of its shortage, it may prove to be a key resource not only for our survival, but also for many people around. We can also exchange water for other items we need. It is worth getting good quality water filters that will allow us to filter large amounts of water in the absence of it. Food. Food next to clean water is the second most important basic resource that we must ensure. It is worth preparing food supplies that will last a few months before the crisis occurs. It is worth having supplies that will help the whole family to stay for about half a year and more. It is worth thinking about making supplies from food that does not spoil for a very long time. We can include mainly dry food in this category. It is also worth considering the caloric and nutritional value of food. We must remember that it is important that we stay in the best shape during the crisis and that proper nutrition is needed. The perfect preparation for times of crisis is also the preparation of various types of preserves from available fruits and vegetables, as well as the preparation of naturally pickled vegetables. In this way, we can prepare food supplies that are useful for consumption for many years after they have been prepared. Ability to manage a small amount of resources. At the time of crisis, survival is the most important thing. It's worth letting us learn how to manage a small budget. For this purpose, we can write down our all monthly expenses and see which of them can be removed or changed to cheaper counterparts. In this way, we can see how much money we spend on unnecessary products. Excel table can be very helpful in that. The ability to manage limited resources of cash or other items such as water, food or other resources is absolutely crucial. Let's note how much water we waste during the day. We often spend long hours in the shower. It is worth learning a short bath that uses much less water. Self-sufficiency. It is worth thinking in which areas we can ensure self-sufficiency. The most important resource in which we can be self-sufficient is to provide ourselves with a source of clean water, for example, by building a rainwater collection system. It is also worth learning what kind of food we are able to grow ourselves in our housing conditions. If we live in a house with a garden, it is worth using this resource that will allow us to live many months without external supply, especially if we live in a country with a warm climate. Maintaining a healthy body. It is extremely important to maintain a healthy body. Healthy body also affects a healthy mind and clarity of thinking. On the other hand, a healthy mind affects body health. It is worth keeping your body in the best shape through regular physical exercises, especially those that affect the overall fitness of the body, tendon and muscle flexibility, and endurance. It is worth preparing for the possibility of exercising at home. You can do a lot of physical exercises only using your own weight or using simple elements such as a pull-up bar or dumbbell. Learning how to deal with stress. Learning to deal with stress is extremely important, because stress deprives logical thinking skills and reduces the quality of decisions. The highest quality of decisions is extremely important in times of deep crisis. In addition, there are a lot of stressed people around us during the crisis, which can affect our well-being. Economic crisis. One of the basic methods of getting to know your psyche and dealing with stress can be regular, daily meditation. Meditation is a proven method for centuries to improve your mind and calm your nerves. In addition, it is worth considering that preparing for a crisis, including mental crisis, coming to terms with the worst but expecting the best, will in itself positively affect our emotions. Now for more information, please go to the below link on how to prepare for the coming crisis. Don't forget to push the subscribe button below. We will continue to provide you with more information on financial crisis timely in this channel.